guys, it's Sharon J. Bainbridge here from Butterfly Lullaby, and the date is the 4th of November 2022. Here's a beautiful painting. It's in watercolor, and my daughter put this onto a card as well for Christmas last year, and it's so special. I mean, I cry every time she creates a beautiful family portrait. I cry. I'm such a soup. Same with Hallmark films, I'm there sobbing, Mum, why are you crying here, Mum? But anyway, so, every year she creates something special for me. She really does. I always say to her, don't worry about buying me anything. I just want you to do well in life. But she always takes time, and I know that her art takes her ages to create. So when she creates something special like this for me, I absolutely treasure it. There's something about family portraits, isn't there? Something so special. I just feel so lucky because I always wanted to be an artist. But my mum wanted me to be an artist and she wanted me to study art, but I never did get there. I did a few drawings, etc., but I never actually studied art. And I'm quite glad that I didn't study art, to be honest, because I think that the art education for me would have been too complex. I mean, I don't know how my daughter does it, to be honest. I mean, she's learning about anatomy, she's drawing bones and muscles, and her art mentor in the USA is absolutely brilliant. But now she's in college doing art foundation, but she still wants to continue with her art mentor in the USA because he is such an outstanding artist and he teaches in a college out there in the USA. So anyway, I want you guys to share your wonderful home education, homeschool stories, because here in the UK, this country sadly is so anti home education. It's heartbreaking, it really is, because home education really saved our lives, basically, because it was so stressful. School was so stressful for my daughter. The bullying, she learns differently, so she went through hell in school. She really did. I think, sometimes there are some kind teachers and there's some academic teachers that just, they don't have the patience, and also they can be quite, what's the word? They just don't understand that, we're all different and that we learn differently. A lot of people in the arts are creative audiovisual thinkers that they like to label disabled, dyslexic, but we're not disabled. How can you call somebody that creates a beautiful piece of art or music just, disabled? How can you do that? It's insulting, isn't it? And I feel that, everybody that's labelled disabled, they've all got a gift. They're good at something. Everybody's good at something. So to label somebody disabled, I find it's not a very nice label. It's really quite cruel, to be honest. And my daughter's messaging me now. So yeah, anyway, there's this home education bill in the UK that they're trying to put through in government, and it is so mean. It really is. It's basically threatening to fine parents that home educate, and also threatening to put them in prison, of all things. I mean, how bizarre. Why would you want to do that? It's just, don't they want our children to be happy? I'm going to tell you a story about my grandmother. My grandmother, oh my gosh, she was a warrior, real warrior. She got in debt helping children all around the world because she was a child orphan. And she knew that the childcare system was broken, and it didn't actually support and help children because she was a victim in the state care system. She was made to eat and sleep in a shed, and, with her brothers. And, it just breaks my heart just thinking about her and, how she read books to escape the trauma in state childcare, really. And she was a bookworm, and she could have been a fantastic teacher, my nan, but because she what's the word? she got very stressed out in the exam. And this happens a lot with some people. You know, they, even though they're extremely clever people, they don't pass exams, and they're discriminated against, I would say, in education here and overseas, because everybody expects everybody to think the same and have the same wired brains, but we don't. There are creative people like us that are more creative, and then there are the academics that have sponge like memories, and they're very fortunate that they can absorb information and remember information to be able to, pass all these different exams. Whereas creative audiovisual thinkers, they label disabled dyslexic, we struggle with memory, and that's why it's a very unfair system. It needs to change. We need more apprenticeships, we need more doors to open for our children and to help them succeed in life. So I'm very fortunate that, we know so many kind people that have helped Melody along the way and supported her in home education. And I just want my MP to say yes, I support home education, because I've seen Melody progress and I've seen what she's achieved in life. Because, the fact that she loves writing when she hated reading, writing, and spelling in school is something to be proud of, especially when there are 9 million people in the UK that are illiterate, So let's celebrate what home education can give our children instead of bullying parents that home educate, because we sacrifice so much for our children. We really do, to give them a bespoke education that they deserve, to help them become the people they need to become to succeed in life. Because if they go through the school system, they never find out what they're truly good at. They're just made to do all these different subjects, and a lot of these subjects are just a waste of time, especially when children leave school, or young people leave school unable to read, write and spell. That just proves these subjects are a waste of time. Great for people that have sponge-like memories, like I said before, that want to learn these subjects, but for people that are creative audio-visual thinkers that they label disabled dyslexic, let them have a different education system. Let children choose what they want to do. Stop bullying them. That's what we need to do, guys. So share your family portraits, guys, far and wide. Let's celebrate homeschooling and home education together. And, let's put an end to these bullies in education and government services that just do not understand what a bespoke education is. Because we need bespoke education in schools, we need it in colleges and universities, because then our children can reach their true potential in life. I really believe that. And I am so frustrated because, my daughter's spending 3 hours a day travelling to college, and she loves going to college because her tutors are so kind and supportive and they adore her. Her English teacher's brilliant, so is her art teacher. But she's spending 3 hours a day travelling, when that 3 hours a day could be spent on, her doing her music studies, because she doesn't want to give up music. And why should she? She's spent years perfecting it. She's passed a music theory exam with a distinction. And, there aren't many people that are like my daughter that pass their music theory in state education, because look at the famous people that are singers and musicians. A lot of them play by ear, and that is something to be proud of and something to promote. But state education doesn't do that, does it? No, because it's all academic run. That's why we need to have debates about education and make sure that we get a say in our children's education and make it a more bespoke education. And for academics in education, the elite academics that control education, they need to back down and become kinder people who listen to success stories and who want to actually be a team player and make learning fun, because we need the arts in education to make learning fun, and we need music. So that's all from me, Sharon J. Bainbridge. And before I go, I just want to say my daughter has borrowed my laptop. She's been away for a week because her laptop broke. The laptop she's got is one of those ones that you can draw on the screen, and apparently it's not fixable. And this is so frustrating because these laptops are so expensive, and they don't last very long. We really need people that create these things to support our children and make sure that they fix these laptops and help them to continue with their learning curve. So fingers crossed, I'm going to write some letters. And what's I going to say? Yeah, and I would have shared more beautiful drawings of my daughter's family portraits on here, but because she's got my laptop, I wasn't able to, because I need to sort of like photograph the drawings and share them as like a video and then add the audio to it. But so I'm just doing a little video here. So this is the last family portrait. I don't know if she's going to have time in her life now to do one this year or next year because she's going to be so busy. We've got some really exciting news to tell you guys. Really have, and I was just so excited for her. So I really think her art career is going to take off big time. So watch this space. I can't tell you what it is because yeah, it's all hush hush at the moment, but yeah. And I want to say a big thank you to my daughter's favourite author who supports home education and anti-bullying. Rachel Rennie Russell, you are a hero, a heroine rather, you're a heroine. Thank you for supporting our children. Thank you for make reading fun. And I hope that your books get into every school because the illustrations in your books by your daughter Nikki are superb. They really are. And the humour in the books are brilliant. We chuckled so much reading these books together. We really did. Yeah. So, and thank you, Rachel, for, the drawings in the book. It shows people as people and not as anything else, if you know what I mean. We're just all people, and we just all need to support one another. So that's all from me, Sharon J. Bainbridge, and take care. Love to you all, and yeah, be proud to be a home educator, be proud to be a homeschooler, and we can win this verbal fight and make sure that children get the bespoke education they deserve. Take care, bye bye.